Hey guys, ArkhIce here, and today with level 90 possibly coming soon, I just want to, discuss and everything, what units you should, level 90 first and everything, just a simple discussion, everything what I recommend, and what I'm probably going to do as well. But before we jump into this and get started, make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet, and turn on the notification bell if you want notified when I upload. Now then, the first units, we'll talk about this, right? When you think of units that maybe you should level 90 first, you might think in your PvP team. Or your deathmatch teams, something like that, right? In all honesty, I think that PvP teams is what you should focus on first. So, or PvP teams slash really good units for PvE content, because in all honesty, with how tough, or not tough, it's not really, it takes time. With how much time for the majority of the fan base to be able to get a full team level 90 units, you're not in any rush to get level 90, right? Because the only people who be in a rush can get it like right off the bat would be whales. And that's because, they're going to be introducing packs, so they didn't introduce packs yet, but what I'm trying to say is like, you won't see the majority of the fan base have level 90s right off the bat. It will be a few weeks until you start seeing level 90s consistently. So you do have time from the time level 90 drops and for a few weeks after that to get your PvP team level 90. So in all honesty, I would recommend doing PvP team plus PvP units at the same exact time, switching off and on. So like if you're going to do like PvP team, the best unit, probably the first unit you should probably level 90, honestly. Where is he at? This man. Green Gother. He is basically essential for a lot of PvE events, and he is basically essential for a lot of PvP teams. He is on a lot of PvP teams. A lot of them. And he's probably the first unit you should probably level 90. He is great utility. He is amazing passive, his passive is one of the biggest reasons he's used. He's used in Grey Demon. He's used on a lot of PvP teams. He's used on a lot of different final boss teams. So he's sometimes used on a grinding team because, you put him on the grinding team just to boost up everyone else. He's used in Fort Soldiers to be able to get the anvils and everything, so you can get the anvils get the daily anvils while you're grinding, like the little keys, right? The keys that you recover once every 7 hours, right? He's used in a lot of different areas. He's used everywhere in the game. He's also used on Guild Boss as well, right? So Green Gother is probably the first unit I recommend you level 90. Amazing rank up, amazing ult gauge removal, amazing ult, and amazing passive. And he has utility in a lot of different places, right? So with the first unit out of the way, so in the second unit I recommend, right? In all honesty, the second one I would recommend would probably be the one Escanor. Either him or, let's see here, probably the one Escanor or probably something like Goddess Liz, right? Or Sariel, like one of these three, right? Because, one Escanor and Sariel and Goddess Liz are y'all used in PvP, right? All of them could be used in different PvP teams, but let's go into discussion with Sariel first. Sariel, he is an amazing autoing unit. He's usually on everyone's autoing team. He's on my autoing team because of, number one, this card right here just kills everyone, right? It just does so much amounts of damage. And then, of course, the single target's really good. His passive boosts him up. He's just a really good autoing unit, right? And, of course, if you also go into PvP with him, he's an amazing PvP unit. He combined with Droll or Green Gother is just a top tier unit. Or with Derriere and Green Gother. He's an amazing PvP unit. He's going to be sticking around for a long time. He's going to be in a variety of different PvP teams. He's also used in the final bosses, right? Because like in the latest final boss on JP, final boss Gallon and Malaskala, he's actually used. He's the final boss unit you would use to complete that event, right? And to get top score. So yeah, he's a really good unit I recommend. One of the top units I would recommend to level 90. Great utility, used in a lot of different places. The second unit, let's talk about the one Escanor. The one Escanor makes story content a breeze. He is used on Final Boss, specifically Bond. He makes Bond extremely easy. Final Boss Bond, yeah, he makes him extremely easy, right? He can be used on Final Boss King as well. though with the new version of Final Boss that's revisits, you probably won't be using him because, on all honesty, Legend, he hits really hard, and his ult basically kills, or gets really close to killing. He's really tough, right? And he requires like 220,000 CC to even start it. But he's really good at PvP. He's one of the best in the game. Even when Zeldris comes out, he only gets moved down to like top 3 or 4. But even then, all the teams are basically tied for top 1 or 2. Like, legitimately, all the teams are meta are tied for the top because they each have their viability and with how strong they are and everything. They all work well in PvP, right? He's just a really good PvP and PvE unit. He's not really used on Guild Boss, but he's used in Final Boss, he's used in PvP, he can be good for story content. He can also be used for a lot of the like world bosses and special death matches that come out, right? Like this last death match, Gloom, I think it was the orc type demon with a gigantic club. The one Escanor just dominated him. Him and Sario combined with Green Gother just dominated the final boss, right? Yeah. And then of course you have other, not final boss, death match. Then of course you have other death matches he's good on. He's really good on Red Demon, of course, you know. He has his uses. Really good unit, right? Then of course, Goddess Liz. Goddess Liz is used in a variety of places. She can be used in Guild Boss, right? On the one that has the 2 different arms in the head that's hidden. She can be used there, right? Of course. And then on Final Boss, she's used for the Escanor if you have her a high ult level. I think it's like 4 out of 6 or 5 out of 6. You have her 4 to 5 out of 6 and higher. She can be used in Final Boss Escanor, right? Along with Green Demon Meliodas, and then I think it's Jude in the back. And then of course she's just an amazing PvP unit, right? She's been in every single PvP meta since she's released, and it's been a constantly multiple different teams. And yeah, she's just an amazing unit, and a unit that, you know, a lot of people are probably gonna know. First thing they do is level 90 her. Even though a lot of people don't like Goddess Liz, but she has her utility, right? And then the next unit I would recommend, in all honesty, since I want to do 5 units, right? The 5th and final unit I'm going to recommend and everything, since we're focusing on different teams, right? And I would say, you know, your PvP team probably would be the first one, right? Is if you use the Assault Meliodas team, obviously Assault Meliodas, right? And of course, Assault Meliodas can also be used in a variety of PvE content. Tower, he's really good in Tower, especially for Global, since Global's going to be revisiting all the old towers. Assault mode is really good for those towers, right? And of course, for the new towers coming out, he can obviously be used, him in a full demon team, since his ult is AoE, right? You can use his ult on a variety of different of the content, except for King. You could use it on Final Boss Tower Meliodas, and then you can use it on Bond. There is a Assault Meliodas strat you can use, although it's extremely tough to pull off. But it is possible to pull it off, right? And of course, he's a really good PvP unit. He's honestly one of the best teams. Especially with Chandler and Zeldris being released, Assault Meliodas just went up as a PvP team. He's really good. He's very much viable. And yeah. So yeah, those are the 5 units I first recommend that you level 90. Because since level 9 is coming soon, I just want to make this video discussing it. And yeah. Anyways guys, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next video. Bye bye!